Hey folks, Mr. Justin here with Secret Weapon Miniatures, and today I've got another 2-minute tutorial for you where I'm going to take a different look at sponge painting. I know we've looked at it before in terms of chipping, but today what I've got here is a 40mm base that I've painted Trader Green. I've got some different colors, all P3 of course, some bits of sponge, and what I'm going to do is create a worn leather look, something I've used on a couple of pieces in the past. Folks keep asking about it, so let's take a look. I've got Thrall Flesh, I've got Thamar Black, I've got a couple of greens, couple of browns, some Rucksack Tan. And what I'm going to do is apply these in different layers back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to weather this up. So in this case, the Trader Green is going to be my mid-tone color. I'm going to use the sponge to apply it just like I would if I were doing sponge chipping. I've got a towel here to use to take the excess paint. So I'm going to start by lightening this a bit. In the end, it's going to be worn black leather. And I'm going to decide that one of the edges here is the area where the chipping is heaviest, where the wear is heaviest, I should say. So I'm just getting in, just sponge applying like I would otherwise. Being a little random, coming out a bit from the edge. Because it's going to be worn everywhere, just heavily along that edge. Wipe off a little more of the excess. Switching paints here. Thornwood Green. Some of that darker color. Just using the same sponge. I'll switch back and forth between them or get a new one anytime I notice the color isn't true for me anymore. Coming in with the darker color. Again, I'm protecting, in this case, protecting my worn edge because I don't want to cover too much of that yet. Now some of you out there might be saying, yeah, that's great, nice big flat surface, but it's harder to do on a cape or a cloak or a jacket, something like that. And that's true, but in that case, of course, all you have to do is get in there with your tweezers. Just pull off a little piece of sponge with your tweezers, and you can get into nice small areas with that. Works like a charm. But let's keep going on this one real quick, see how quickly I can get through some nice worn leather for you. And stick around till the end. I'll have a photo for you. So coming in with my darker colors, hit some of that edge. Again, I'm making the left edge here the most worn. Just working quickly. Get some of that umber over the top because I want it to be a bit dark since I'm going for black at the end here. Coming back to my Trader Green. Clean bit of sponge. It's also blending in those colors a bit, you'll see. Alright, I'm going to start working with some of the black just to see how it's pulling together here. And in the case of the black, I'm going to go a lot heavier, of course, because that is actually the primary color. This would be for a black leather jacket or something like that. Still weathering on that left edge. It's my primary point. But you can already start to see how we get nice variegated color. You get that stippled effect that old leather gets. And particularly as we start to define it in, outline it, make it darker, you can really start to see that worn leather look. And that's it. It's really that simple. Stick around again to see the pictures. Any questions, you know where to find me. It's Mr. Justin at secretweaponminiatures.com, or you'll find us on facebook.com/secretweaponminiatures. Of course, I'd love to see what you're working on. If you ever get stuck, have a question, drop me a note. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching.